Hello, everyone. My name is Hayden Danielson, and I am the Senior Onboarding Coach here at Tovuti. In this walkthrough, we'll be reviewing the Events feature and how to successfully create and manage events on your platform. Let's check it out. Utilizing the Events feature is helpful for administrators who need to host the sign-up and management of live, in-person events, or for virtual webinars on the platform. Tovuti's events can regulate the costs, notifications, and additional information associated with gatherings that need to be tracked and reported on. For teaching purposes, I will now act as a Tovuti administrator. To create a hybrid learning platform, I need to understand how to set up an event. I would like to host in-person meetings for certain topics while also utilizing the virtual classroom feature to help users sign up for webinars that we will be hosting as well. Using a combination of these two layouts, I want my users to be able to stay connected with our organization. Let's talk about the steps necessary to successfully create and manage events. First, head to the Social tab, and then to the Events tab. Once there, click on the bright green New button. From here, you can format the basic information for the event. The first thing we'll want to do is insert the title for our event and decide if we want the event tied to any event categories. Event categories can be created above events on the left-hand navigation. A thumbnail image and an optional physical location or virtual classroom can also be added to the event. We'll review the event dashboard in a bit, where we can add new locations and affect other general settings. Virtual classrooms can be created underneath the Learning tab, and you'll see that about halfway down. We can then affect the event's start, end, registration start, and cutoff dates. The capacity for an event can also be updated. There will be options later to also create a waitlist for those that may exceed the event's default capacity. Pricing and additional information, such as how a user can register either as an individual or as a group, external website links, and other attachments can be affected underneath the capacity settings. To finish off the left-hand side of the basic information, a description can also be added for your event. And to modify your description, all you need to do is click on the box and it opens the WYSIWYG editor. Back up on the right-hand side of our settings here, we can start to affect group registration rates if there are discounts you want to provide to those that register more than one person at a time. You can also change the user groups that will see and have access to the event details underneath Access and Registration. In addition, you can also add event passwords and a minimum and maximum number of people that can register as a group for your event. Also notice that as you hover over certain items, there will be tips and hints to help you create your event. From there, we can decide whether we want to feature the event if there is a dedicated section for featured events on your dashboard. We can also decide if the event is going to be automatically published or not, and modify coupons and auto reminders for the event. As we continue to scroll down, the recurring settings will appear, which allow you to have your event repeated on a regular basis. If you want to assist your users in finding your event, keywords and metadata and meta descriptions can also be added. After the Basic Information tab, if we scroll back up to the top of our screen here, we are led to the discount settings. If you want to provide any discounts to certain user groups, early bird discounts, or late fees, this tab will contain options to accomplish these goals. The advanced settings allow you to modify a few more pricing options and allow you to change the messaging settings for an individual event. Default messages can be set for all your events as well. The advanced settings will override these defaults and send out custom messages if needed for this event. We will discuss these default messages more when we get to the events dashboard. Next up, the Translation tab permits an admin to provide key event information in other languages supported by Tovuti. If an event needs to have other event dates attached to it, the Additional Dates section allows an event to recur on an uneven basis. For example, if I need to host an event on Monday, but next week I need a follow-up event for Wednesday regarding the same topics, I can set an additional date and another event will take place. The final two tabs, Community Social Groups and Courses, allow you to automatically place users who sign up for an event in a community group on your platform, or grant them access to specific courses. Once you have all these options put together, you can then save your event. All of your current and future events will then appear on the main page. If an event has already occurred and you would like to see it, you can click on the filter in the top right corner to show past events. Now that we have reviewed how to create events, let's talk about some general settings that can be modified for all of your events. Come up here to the events dashboard, we can see many other settings that can be modified. Categories allow admins to organize their events into similar groups. This is helpful if you have various event pathways for your users to check out, such as having a category for in-person events and another for virtual events. Registrants allow you to see who has signed up for your previous or future events. This is where you can manually check users into live events as well, using the status and checked in columns. You can also review registration requests. By coming back to the dashboard here, registration requests are located right next to the list of registrants. This can help if your events require admin approval for certain events. Custom fields is an area where you can decide what information you would like to gather from your users as they register. Opening it up, you can also modify what is required, what is published and available, basically making those one and the same. Locations allow you to store multiple geographical sites should you have live event registrations on your platform. Coupons provide an area to store discount codes that users can apply to events. Translation is where you can modify overall settings for the various languages that you may want to support, utilizing your events feature. Emails and messages allow you to configure the default messages that you may want to deliver for all of your events. Remember, the defaults here can be overridden in an individual event's advanced settings tab. However, in the case where you may want to provide a general similar message for all of your events, you are welcome to use this tab. There are also a number of subsections where you can modify the various messages and translate your messages. If a list of registrants needs to be exported for reference, the Export Registrants tab can help you accomplish this goal. By simply clicking on it, it will allow you to have a CSV template for review. The mass mail option allows you to send a message to everyone registered for a specific event manually. Instead of having to go to that event, or instead of having to handle that outside of Tovuti, you can send a personalized message right here. Finally, in the configuration settings, you are allowed to modify formatting settings for all of your events, such as how information is displayed, themes, invoice settings, and custom CSS options. Below all of these options on the events dashboard, you will see additional areas where you can review the latest information regarding your events, such as the latest registrants and upcoming events hosted on your platform. Creating events provides a hybrid e-learning experience for your users, allowing them to complete courses and lessons online while also having the ability to attend live or virtual events through your platform. Hosting events on your platform can also provide an effective monetization opportunity for your organization. Thank you all so much for taking the time to understand events in Tovuti. We hope that this information is helpful as you continue to build out your unique, one-of-a-kind platform. We'll see you all next time.